Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala, Koholoimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to the H.I.M and Akwaf, that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I was watching this video in Redacted a little while ago, and this young lady right here, she's going in, man. She's giving a lot of good info about Trump's donors, who's giving all these millions of dollars to his campaign, and she's basically going off into saying that the donors pretty much overall that's giving up all the good money is people that are about taking away the rights and privacies of the very people that actually his crowd is. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of these so-called white people, they're going to vote for Trump. They believe that he's going to make America great again. He's not going to, give in to the bullshit, so to speak. And this man going to be a complete terror, man, once he get in there. Because, me speaking as a man, I think he going to chop it up. But these lobbyists or these people that are, that are giving this money to his campaign, they are actually people that are against your rights and freedoms and your liberties and all this other shit. So a lot of these so-called white people that's about these mega people, these MAGAs, because they don't know no better. A lot of these people, man, they don't search into a lot of this stuff. They don't go off into a lot about who they're going out to vote for, or who's backing them, and what kind of thoughts they have on certain moral values and immoral, whatever the case. They're not into that, man. They don't care. They just kind of pick their side. I'm a Republican, and the other side, I'm a Democrat, and they just fight it out, But I want to get, and this is for educational purposes only as well. Copyright disclaimer. I am not using this for any monetary value, or I'm not making any money off of it at all. It's just clearly and strictly for educational purposes only. So I want to skip to a part where she's talking about, it's so much in it. It's like a 35-minute video, basically. But I want to get to about, because she said something, where she's going off into these donors, man. It's cold. But I want to get to a point where she was talking about going off into some of the digital stuff, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, of course, they're going to play
$5. That's enough to make a difference in this election.
Man, shut your ass up.
Americans on it, I can assure you that now in 2024, it is much larger, considering the amount of data that has been sucked up since then.
So, let me back it up just a little bit. Because she's talking about these, these systems, these data companies, these are the donors.
Now in a database that is backed by Palantir in some capacity, and they have no idea that they're probably labeled as such. And it's mind-boggling to me. So all of these Trump supporters go in to support President Trump. They don't realize that in the back end, the money that's flowing in has been monitoring them and surveilling them and basically labeling them as subversives to the United States.
Yeah, well, again, we don't know the metrics that the Palantir or intelligence agencies use to determine who is a subversive and who isn't. But if in 2008 it had 3 million Americans on it, I can assure you that now in 2024 it is much larger, considering the amount of data that has been sucked up since then and everything that has happened in this country since that time. And so what really concerns me here is that people, again, are believing that this is, Trump is poised to fight the deep state in his second term. But why is he inviting these people in as donors? And not only that, considering people like Jamie Dimon of J.P. Morgan, who helped fleece Americans' wealth during the 2008 financial crisis, and have him be Treasury Secretary. The fact that he would even consider that is frankly very disturbing. And, I think, again, part of it goes back to efforts to sort of define the deep state as a Democrat-only entity. But again, the deep state refers to, at least in my opinion, the unelected officials that serve between administrations in the government, and, sort of like the unelected bureaucracy. And,
Right.
as we've seen, throughout American history, they run every administration, whether it's Democrat or Republican. And in the case of Trump, he had a first term. We can see what his policy record was. Did he stand up to the deep state on things like COVID or mass shootings or red flag laws and things like that? And I think people should go back and consider the policies and not get so wrapped up in the momentum, perhaps, of political campaigns, because political campaigns are sales pitches. But as we've seen throughout American history, presidents do not keep their campaign promises. If they do, they keep very few. Unfortunately, the stakes are very high in this country. I don't think people can really continue to vote for the lesser of two evils indefinitely when they ultimately are beholden to this same system that is building this bipartisan surveillance state. And what especially...
See? And the apostles, the elders say this all the time, that is, the Democrats and the Republicans, they all against you. It's all the same thing. They just kind of, play good cop, bad cop. You know what I'm saying? One side gets 4 years, another side gets 4 years. The next side come back and he'll get 8 maybe. And then, the Democrats come back through, they'll get 8 years, and then it's back and forth. But it's all, the same old thing, man. They're all in it together. So let me play a little bit more, because this is where, a point where I wanted to kind of touch on as well that she's about to talk about.
Concerns me too is that some of Trump's rhetoric on the campaign trail this time around is him calling for things like a biometric U.S. entry-exit system.
See that? Biometric? What's biometrics? That's going off into, motherfuckers wanting, to basically. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's Google it. Let's get the main definition for it, because it's got to do with the body and it's got to do with measurements. Let's see. I want to get the meaning. And this is Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man. This motherfucker want to, he wants to implant everybody overall. That's what it's all leading up to. It says, for a quick biometrics definition, biometrics are biological measurements or physical characteristics that can be used to identify individuals. For example, fingerprint mapping, facial recognition, and retina scans are all forms of biometric technology, but these are just the most recognized options. See? So this man is trying to get into you. He's trying to get into you, man. Straight up. Let's play some more.
Entry-exit system. So you'll have to scan your face to either cross the border or fly into an airport or travel internationally. And this is actually something that comes from the UN Sustainable Development Goals, or Agenda 2030. And that's why it's being rolled out across the world in South America, the EU, the UK, between this year and next year. So why is he promoting that? Why are campaign lawyers of his promoting the idea of using biometric digital ID to vote? Why can't we use physical IDs to vote? Do we really need to give in to the digital agenda to save, to resolve these problems in the United States? I don't really think that's true. And I think, again, this speaks to the influence of big tech on our politics. Keep in mind also that, one of the main big tech barons behind Biden is Eric Schmidt. And Eric Schmidt serves on the steering committee of Bilderberg alongside Peter Thiel. And Bilderberg is a closed-door globalist meeting where, people like the chairman of the World Economic Forum and all of these people come together to chart out essentially the course of global events over the following year. You have Peter Thiel, a Republican donor, and Eric Schmidt, a Democrat donor, all on the steering committee. And according to a 2019 Newsweek article, they're the most influential people there, Thiel and Schmidt.
See? And there you have it. Republican and Democrats. So they all in it together, man. And people running around out here, they vote. They really thinking that their vote makes a difference. Get out and vote. They run, they do all this bullshit. And they have no idea, especially so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They don't know what's going on. They don't know. They just out here, I'm a Democrat. Don't know what the hell a Democrat is. Don't know nothing about the policies of the people they're voting for. They don't know. They have no idea that these people are all together And basically what it's all boiling down to, you heard her talking about the biometrics. We know what it's boiling down to. It's boiling down to this revelation. And you know, the scriptures talks about being not ignorant of a matter, whether it's great or small. That's why, you know, and this is prophecy. We're supposed to be occupied in prophecy. He said to watch and pray. See, little tidbits like this right here, you know what I'm saying, shows you where we're at. He said, measure out the time diligently. He said that these things will be happening. And it's coming to pass, man. It's not going to be too long. You got these goddamn blackouts going on. They just had another a cyber test. You asked me, it was a damn cyber test. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's biometrics. He wants to go. He's going to take it the extra length. It's not going to just be, because say for instance, they can get to talking about you can use a fake fingerprint or some shit, or you could use I don't know, maybe a damn contact lens. I've seen movies where they'll have a contact lens, as somebody else's retina, so to speak, and getting into vaults and shit like that. You see these movies, James Bond movies and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Or say you able to, put on a skin, so to speak, or a mask, and be able to, so knowing these higher ups, they have that type of technology. So just all they got to do is say, well, people are using these particular things to get across borders and to get into airports and to do this and to do that, and they're opening bank account, whatever the case may be. So they can say, hey, well, now we're going to cut all that. We're going to cut all that. That biometric part is out of here. We're going to take the biometrics to a whole new level by implanting your ass. So we'll know for sure exactly who you are, so to speak. They already got the tech. They got the technology. See? Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? So, they got the tech, man. You're not going to be able to do anything without this man's permission. And I can remember, we had a couple of years to do it. I haven't done it, but they got these new, I forgot what they calling them, but new IDs. Basically, a real ID, I think is what it's called. So you're not gonna, right now, I think I'm not sure if they started it yet. I think they kind of, they might have pushed back the dates on it because of the COVID era. You know what I'm saying? Because COVID kind of slowed up a few things, I guess. But at the same time, too, during COVID, they was coming up with a lot of real ID hookups or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to have this enhanced ID or this different type of ID to basically travel. The scriptures talks about a man shall be, matter of fact, let me get it, in the Apocrypha. A man shall desire to go into a city. And you notice she was talking about, this is what Trump was talking about as far as like his administration, and they doing the shit on it. But see, Trump is being sneaky because he's got his people thinking, okay, well, this would just be for the immigrants. Immigrants will not be able to get into this country unless they go through this facial recognition, whatever, this, that, and the third. And if they, if we allow them into the country, they can easily say, if we allow you into this country, we're gonna have to chip you to monitor your movements. It's not gonna be no tether or no shit on your ankle, or nothing like that. We're gonna have to really embed something in you if you want to get into this country. And you'll have a lot of immigrants that'll come through there and do that shit just to get in here. So he's going to come with some, some sneakiness, some craft. You got to remember COVID-19. Well, this man was offering you damn Krispy Kreme donuts. He was offering people joints, damn weed. He was offering a damn combo, from a McDonald's or some shit. He was offering free tickets to games. All kinds of shit he was trying to get people to go and roll their damn sleeve up, man. So ain't no telling what kind of incentives this man going to be throwing around, when they actually push this thing out, man. Because they're going to make it appealing. That's the thing. Let No, I want to get 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras chapter 15. Let me just start at 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's civil war coming overall. And for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So it's going to be people that at a certain point that's going to come up against these types of things. You know, because you're going to have some resistance. You're going to have some resistance. Everybody not going to be running up, letting these people put shit in them just to eat. They're going to be out here taking shit. It says, the point that I wanted to get right here too, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. They can easily set up borders, man, and cut off any of these highways and streets or whatever and say, well, hey, what sector are you from? What sector are you trying to go to? What's your business here? Beep. You know what I'm saying? Your ass got to be barcoded and scanned to just make it, you know what I'm saying, to see your mama or something. Or go and see your family in another state or whatever, or in another city, or it could be a few blocks away. You never know, man. They could have like those invisible dog fences. I don't know why I thought about that, but those invisible dog fences. They got invisible dog fences where a dog will stay in that radius. I'm not even sure how they exactly work. But let me see though. Maybe we can pull something up on that. But they can have something like that in play. And you try and, hell, the damn implant in you might be saying you're entering a zone, you're getting too close, or you're entering in a zone, an unrestricted zone for you. And who knows, man? Motherfucker might give you an electric shock, or, you go any further, you might get a warrant. Hey, you just never know with this man. Esau, man, this motherfucker is crafty as hell. Because he's out here, you got to think about it. This man got all the money in the world to play with. He plays with diseases. He plays with weaponry. He's constantly looking for a way, or looking for something new to destroy with. And he got all the money to play with to do it. Let me see if I could put, it's been a while since I've seen any of those invisible dog fences. But it used to be popular back in the day. Invisible dog fence. So the dog got the collar on. Damn, they got this shit. Damn, they got a wireless dog fence system for $74.98. I ain't even damn. Like, it's been a long time since I've been into seeing something like this. But anyway, so is this an electric fence? So they got a couple of videos. Let's try this one, because Esau into some shit.
That's awesome.
I told you, it's out there. I know it's next to you. Go try it. Go try it.
Would you hurry up so we can go eat?
You sapsucker. King scored 6 goals. He scored one after the empty netter.
See that? Shit send a damn electric shock through your ass. So just think, if Esau were to and they started off, I remember back in the days, man, they've been testing pets, as far as like chipping pets. That shit been around for I don't even know how long. Decades, man. So you don't think that they was chipping pets, just letting them damn dogs or cats or whatever just run free and roam? Motherfuckers ending up, walking from damn Michigan to damn California or something, and they tracking them. Look at all the wildlife. They putting chips on turtles, sea turtles, whales, dolphins, bears, lions. They chipping every damn thing, man. And they're telling you that it's all in the name of, things going extinct, and we need to help the animals and all this other stuff like that. But the tech is out there. And I don't know, that's just a spirit that I thought about this right here. Because they can actually, that scripture says again, verse 17, 2 Ezra 15 and 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. They can set up frequencies for certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. They can make prisons like that. And get the chip in the prisoners and shit. Like, hey, you go past that line right there, your damn head gonna blow off. Right? I seen a movie the other night. It's kind of a weird ass movie. You know them Japanese. I think it was called Royale Battle. No, was that what it? Yeah, I think it was called Royal Battle, where it was some school kids. The motherfucker had abducted a bus of school kids and put some collars around their necks, basically. If they went out of range, or if it was a certain range, they was, the damn collar would blow their damn head off. Then I seen another movie. Jack, I can't think of the name of that movie. But this movie was, they was working at a company. I think it was called the Benko experiment or something like that. I'm not even sure, man. But anyway, they was working at a government building. And then all of a sudden one day, some guy gets on the speakerphone over the speaker of the company or whatever. The company is like, I don't know, maybe 12, 13th floor story building or something like that. And then all the damn the metal shutters come up over the windows, and they can't get the fuck out. And so he's giving them an ultimatum as to such and such amount of people got to be killed by this particular time, which in 30 minutes or something like that. And if you don't do it, then we're going to kill this amount of people. But anyway, the company that they was working for, this government company, they had gotten chips implanted within their heads. Like 2 years beforehand or something like that, when they had first got the jobs. So nothing ever happened, but they ended up doing, it was supposed to be like an experimental test on seeing how people would react when it comes to chaos, basically. And so, hey, that dude was hitting them goddamn, he was flicking them buttons, and motherfuckers' heads was blowing out and it was looking gruesome. I can't think of the name of that movie. I think it was something Benko experiment. It's kind of like an off movie or some shit like that. But the shit was alright though. But anyway, it's nothing for Esau to do something like this right here, man. Let's get another one. I'm gonna end it out here real quick. But I wanted to touch on this because these people running out here, they about to vote for Trump, and Trump is out here. He's accepting money, from donors that want to eventually perpetually enslave your ass. Overall, let's see this one.
Due to training, he'll be more focused.
Yeah.
And then it communicates with your phone. That's a commercial. Okay. Due to training.
Okay, but anyway, you see what it is. So you don't think that Esau got some shit like this that he could use for people? We talking about this man. He can. Car lots have the ability to shut your damn car off if you don't make a payment. We talk about tech like that is out here. So just think the level of what this man is really gonna be doing if he put some shit like that in you, man. And so we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. And this is a nice this was a nice interview. It was only 35 minutes. But hey, and look at them sevens, man. 7.7 thousand thumbs up and 777 comments, man. That number 7 goes into completion. she said some stuff, man. She was giving a rundown, and that was just one of the parts where I'm just like, well, you know what? Let me just at least get this part right here and do a lesson on it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's redacted. It's called the Deep State Mafia is running both political parties, and the elders been saying that all along. The apostles been saying that all along. People really be thinking that they going out and voting and they're making a difference, and it don't even matter. All you're doing is putting towards the economy as far as spending gas. You might stop and get some lunch. Y'all might go to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Wear and tear on your damn car. You could possibly get into a damn accident. So it's money being made on election day just from another end. From you spending money to get there. So it's just money. It's money. But these donors, man, that's dealing with Trump. Hey, these people have no idea who they're about to vote for and get in there. And he's like their magic man right now. He all at the motherfucking conferences and shit with his ear all that big ass look like a damn maxi pad on his fucking ear. And you got people actually wearing those too. There's people at the conference with him, with these big ass band-aids on their ear, representing him being shot or being, his attempted assassination, man. They love this guy and don't even know what's about to really happen, bro. They have no idea this man is about to get down on them. And biting through, man. I really can't see I'm really seeing this. And if Trump don't win, of course, these so-called white people, they're going to be ready to really get down. So we'll see how it play out. We'll see how the Lord going to do it. But the apostles did put out that decree like last week or 2 weeks back now here almost or so, saying, hey, pray for the downfall of Babylon. And we've been seeing some shit happening since we started doing it too. The men of the Lord, man, are out here praying for the downfall of this place. And we're starting to see some beautiful things start to happen, man. So, hey, keep your head on a swivel. We definitely going into some interesting times, man. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala in the Bible Ball.